Hi Ethan, I thought it might be easier if I just video the question for you. So 12 is an interesting one. 12 is a little bit tricky because you have to visualize another way that you can calculate the perimeter. So if you look at 12A here, hopefully you can see my pen pointing to A. It's asking us to calculate the perimeter of these shapes corrected 2 decimal places. So what we want on this first one, 12A, we only want the curved blue parts. Okay, the red part in the middle is just telling us what the diameter of that circle is. So if we think of what's happening here, and this is the shortcut way, there is a longer way to do it, but would like you to do it this way. I have got 4 half circles on that first one, and 4 half circles, how many full circles does that make? So half here and this half a circle make 1 circle. And this half make another circle. So the perimeter around the outside of here is basically 2 whole circles. So if we were to calculate the circumference of one of those circles here, we'd have pi times d, which our diameter is 4. So the circumference of one circle would be pi times 4. But we have 2 circles because we've got 1, 2, that makes 1 circle, 1, 2 more makes another circle. So if I double my answer here, and I times that by 2, I will have the circumference around the outside of that. So if you want to pop that in your calculator and get your 2 decimal places as your answer, that will give you the correct solution there. You can have a go at B if you like. I wanted you to have a go at C, so I'll talk you through C, but B is very similar. If you think of what's happening on B, it's a similar kind of, on C, it's a similar trick to the first one. What we actually have is we want to work out the perimeter that includes only the blue parts. Okay, so think of yourself as walking along those blue lines. So what we've got is we've got 2 flat lines here. So we've got 10 meters and 10 meters. And there's 2 curvy parts. Now if you think of this curvy part here, if I was to redraw that here, and this curvy part here, if I flicked it around, I have a whole circle. So the easiest way to work out the circumference of the 2 curved parts here, instead of thinking of them as 2 curved parts, we think of them as 1 whole circle. So I've got 1 whole circle and 2 straight lines. So the circumference then would be, or the perimeter would be 10 plus 10 plus the circumference of a whole circle, which we said is pi times d, which in this case would be pi times 5. So we'll do this part first, and then we add on those 2 together. So if you pop those in your calculator, you'll get the right answer. And it'll be similar for the second one. If you have a go at B, you've got 2 halves in there as well. But that should help you out a little bit. Okay, good luck.